So Vetala has recently gotten some updates to help streamline scaling. To illustrate it, I'll just run this. And so the idea is that you can select the control, the setup group, and the joints. And as these scale together, it will scale properly. However, the joints have a scale compensate. And to overcome this only scaling the shoulder and not the elbow and the wrist, you can just group all these together. And so now this scales properly. It'll scale on all axes actually. But you can scale it as a unit. You could also like set the pivot somewhere else. So let's say I wanted it to scale from the shoulder. I can scale it up and down. And I recently fixed tonight the stretchiness. So if I go here and scale this up and turn on stretchy, it will work. And so there'll be an update to Vetala soon with this working. So the way that this works is there is now on the controls group, there's a size attribute, and you can see that this size is being reflecting the global size. So the scaling's actually happened on this group, but this reflects that scaling. And so what I do inside of the rig when it builds is I connect anything that needs to change, has the scaling changes into that size attribute. So node editor, and look here. So here this multiply divide changes the distance, has the thing scales up to compensate for the change in distance. So this is being hooked into the size attribute. There. So so because this is happening now, basically the control group handles most of the scaling for this part of the rig. And then as long as I scale anything else that corresponds to that part of the rig, it will work as a unit. So the other part to this is, well, or actually just to show a more complex version, the spine setup here. So if I select the controls again, the setup group, and the joints of the spine, group it, this all scales as one. And it's the same principle. The controls group has a size attribute, so if I scale this up, that size attribute is updating to reflect that global size change. And then if I graph the controls group, that size attribute is feeding into anything that it needs to. So let me graph it again. There. So this control size attribute is feeding into anything that needs to update as it scales. And you can see there's like a whole bunch of rivets in this ribbon spine setup that need to be updated. So this is showing how the new scaling is streamlined, and you're able to do a lot with a lot easier than you could in the past. So thank you for watching. If there are any bugs or anything that's not working, you can let me know on the Discord channel. Thank you.